What is up, my friends? My name is Echo. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to introduce you guys to a new game that I've been loving called Watcher of Realms. A new experience awaits. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about it, comparing it to what we typically play here on the channel, Diablo Immortal, and tell you why and how you should be playing this game right now. With all this being said, I want to thank Watcher of Realms for supporting my channel and sponsoring today's video. If at any point in time you look at this video and you say, you know what, that game looks good, that's a game that I have to try out, that game is for me, drop down to the description of the video and check out my link. That link is going to directly support my channel and get you involved inside of the game. So first, let's compare what you guys know from this channel, Diablo Immortal, to Watcher of Realms, a game that I'm enjoying right now. Inside of Diablo Immortal, we have 7 different characters that we can play, but inside of Watcher of Realms, there are a ton of different characters that we can use inside of our battles. If you like to play at range, you have options. If you like to play with characters that are really close up into the battle, we have options there as well. But all of these heroes are going to synergize together to give you the best battle when you're out there on the battlefield. Now, of course, we're gonna all have some of our favorite heroes inside of the game. You wanna see one of mine? How about this one, Brute? This guy is awesome, tanky, and powerful, and I use him in almost every lineup that I'm using. But if I want to go with range, I can go with my Theoden. This guy is an electrical beast that plays and fights at range behind some of our tanks and does massive amounts of damage. Now, don't worry, I'm going to show these guys in action a little bit later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned so you can see what's up. Now, as you can see, inside of Watcher of Realms, we can sit back a little bit more and be strategic with our battles. As you can see from the battle happening right now, we place our heroes and they battle the enemies that are incoming in waves on the battlefield. Very different from what we're used to from Diablo Immortal. I'm gonna come here, place another one of my heroes, choose their direction, and let them fight it out. Hopefully, they're gonna do a good job and actually defend where they are trying to go. We don't want the enemies to get to our portals inside of the game. This game is a great mixture of strategy and tower defense, but it's time that we drop someone else down to help out with some of the mayhem that's going on right now. So far, we've had a solid defense. Let's get one of our healers back into action here and make sure that she's healing up all of our heroes as well. Love dropping her onto the battlefield. She's also an amazing one. But as you can see, combat here is a little bit more laid back than an action RPG. You could sit back, use your strategy, and use your brain to really make sure that you're making the right moves and not allowing your opponents to win. While we're doing this, massive grind is happening inside of the game as well, and we're upgrading our account. So if I'm looking for an experience, it's one that's a little bit more laid back, a little bit more I can multitask and play and do other things at the same time. Watcher of Realms is a great option for that. Plus, it fulfills my desire as a gamer to get an account where I can upgrade, get into some really fun battles, work with some amazing heroes, and progress my account as I go. Now let me give you my general impressions of the game, how I actually feel about it after playing it for a good amount of time. Basically, Watcher of Realms is a mixture of a turn-based strategy game and a tower defense game, 2 genres that I absolutely love. And you get to fight some really massive bosses like the one we're fighting right now along the way that are really enjoyable, especially when you could pull in that defeat. And also inside of Watcher of Realms, there are only a few kinds of resources, so it doesn't get really confusing. Inside of some of these RPG games, you have so many different types of resources that you really don't know what each one is going to go for, but it's very different inside of this one. Inside of Watcher of Realms, players only need to gain experience potions that can be used to upgrade their heroes and spend gold to upgrade their equipment. This is a much more straightforward way to progress an account. And even if you're still confused, there are instructions that take you all the way through it, so you're never going to feel lost, which leads me to tell you about how friendly this is for brand new players or even new players to the genre. For example, we have the ability to quickly star up our heroes, making us not have to endlessly click the screen to make sure that those developments happen. All you have to do is one click. It requires resources, but wearing equipment does not require any resources. Inside of Watcher of Realms, as of right now, there are 9 different factions, and we're gonna probably even have another 10th faction coming really soon, if it's not already out by the time you're watching this video. Each faction can be sorted so that you can easily find the heroes you're looking for, and you can put together armies of heroes that are gonna best synergize together inside of the battles. And there are tons of different heroes that we could summon along the way, from epic to legendary or even others. And it's going to be fun as you add them to your arsenal so you can take them into your battles. Some of them, like Pyros right here, are ones that you will highly desire and go through what it takes to unlock that hero. Also inside of the game, there are a bunch of different quests. Quests will give you different rewards, which you can then use to power up your account. Powering up your account means you're making it stronger, so we can get further inside of the game, both for PvE and so you perform better in PvP. Now you keep hearing me mention a new experience awaits. That's primarily for me because of the gameplay itself. This is the first time I've seen a turn-based strategy take things over to the world of tower defense. Now, something that I really like about this game is that you have complete control of your heroes, where you drop them and where they target. You also can add support heroes to make sure that all the heroes that you drop are getting some healing or other types of support inside of the game. Now, this is what makes it really fun. You have complete control of what goes on the battlefield, whether that be your attacks, whether that be the healing, or defending of your portal, which is where everyone or all of the enemies are trying to get to. It's good to know all of the abilities that your heroes have. That way, when it's time for you to activate them, they are ready to go and you can get the most out of each of your heroes. Something that I really like are the different heroes that we have inside of the game. All of them with different abilities, allowing us to differentiate how our battles look. We place them, we choose the attacks we want them to use, we choose the support, and in doing this, we learn about the game, the heroes, and we're able to pull in the victories, which make this game so much fun. Now you can see we have this really awesome camp. It's our home base, and we are just in time right now for the Christmas-themed home base or camp to be coming out. So festivities are even here inside of Watcher of Realms as well. I can't wait to see what that looks like because I already love, and I always do love, a little festivity inside of my games. And during this festive time, players are going to be able to collect hero shards to get a powerful legendary hero for free and can pass special stages to earn even rare resources. Now, when we're looking at our heroes, I right now have chosen Voltus because I think he looks awesome. There's many different ways that you could look at, upgrade, and work with your heroes. First of all, you have the attributes that give you the details of the hero. You have the promotion system, which allows you to star up that hero to make them stronger so they can progress further throughout the game. Then you have gear. And as you can see right now, there is a quick equip feature, which I absolutely love. But I don't have any better gear right now for this hero. So let's actually swap over to a hero that I do have a bit geared up. Let's take a look at our Theoan. I know I have a piece of gear locked up into him, and as you can see, we do have a rare piece of gear, or rare weapon, that's going to give an attack buff. There also are skills that can be upgraded along the way, and you have Awakening, which is going to take your hero from Awakened 1 to Awakened 2, and so on, progressing them through the system for them to get stronger inside of the game. You can continuously awake them until they are at Awakened 5, at least as of right now inside of the game. As you can see, we have some awakening to do here with Voltus. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll go through the system of awakening. We're going to choose here, and boom, the awakening process has begun. And this is how you strengthen up your heroes along the way. Gaining an HP buff of 200. And we got ourselves a 3-star physic power. And as you can see with our Barut, he's our biggest tank that we use in all of our arsenals. He's also awakened already to Awakened 1. There are also raids inside of the game, which brings you a whole new experience for when you get an understanding of the campaign and you're ready to take it to the next level. You can go against the promotion raid, experience raids, guild boss raids, Tide, and then eventually the guild raid. And yes, I did say guild raid because you can be one with a guild inside of the game, so you can have a ton of friends to play with and help dominate the world of Watcher of Realms together. So why don't we dive into a raid together right now? We're going to go into the Insignia of Marksman. We see the rewards, we've got the recommendations, we're going into the battle. And now that we've chosen our heroes that we're going to use for the fight, it's time for placement. We need to make sure that we put them in the proper places so that they're going to get the most benefit out of each of our heroes. We're going to go right here to start them things out. They come from all different directions. Also, you could double time if you want to, if you don't have the patience to go single time, which is cool. I'm going to come right over here, back him up with another ranged unit. Boom, looking good so far. We're going to get a little bit more as well. There we go. This is looking solid. I'm feeling all right so far here, guys. We're gonna go with another ranged unit as well. And the enemies are getting larger. Can we take them down? That's the question. Look at the range though, and the different attacks that we have along the way. And here we go. I'm gonna go and get our healer dropped. Let's put her right here, and we're gonna go up in that direction to heal the majority of our heroes that we have on the map so far. This also determines where I'm gonna place the next incoming heroes, like right here. Boom. And we're gonna get one more of our tanks dropped right in the center behind our previous tank. Or maybe we don't even have to, because the victory is already ours. And with that victory, you can see the rewards that we get. We're gonna complete it and bring them into our arsenal for further upgrading our account. And just from playing the game, rewards are gonna happen and be available to you every time you log in and every time you keep on playing. Now, who doesn't love doing a summons to try and add a new hero to our arsenal to make bigger and better battles? Duriel right here is one that I'm excited to have. Elf, Vampire, both. The Surge skill does massive damage and restores HP. This one's gonna be fun. Besides events, Watcher of Realms has launched a new faction with several powerful heroes called the Supreme Arbiters. There's also a new mode called Boss Rush, where players need to defeat strong bosses with a more strategic approach. It's time to put that strategic brain to use. Players can also get a free Mary skin during the Christmas event, so make sure you're participating. All you have to do is log in and claim the free skin. So again, I urge you to use my link in the description so you can download the game and not miss out on all of these great Christmas features. And if you're a returning player, don't worry, you have not been forgotten, because there's a lot of rare resources and items that you can claim as well. And to welcome the Christmas holiday, Watcher of Realms has a larger scale competition going on. Many influencers like myself have formed 2 camps to compete for rewards. You're gonna quickly choose the camp that you choose to join and win team honors. The link to that activity is also gonna be in the description of this video as well, so make sure you go down and check it out. And something that I love inside of the game is the event calendar, because anytime there's an event going on, all you gotta do is go to the calendar. You could keep up to date on what's happening and what's coming, so you don't miss out on any in-game events. Now, details of this PK activity are going to be on the Watcher of Realms website. I'll be linking that below as well. So if you want to participate, which I urge you to, head on over and go check it out. Now, my overall impressions of this game are really solid. As I mentioned before, I love tower defense games, plus I love hero collection games as well. Watcher of Realms does an amazing job combining those 2 genres into something that's really enjoyable for players to play, even if they're only into one of the 2 genres. For someone like me, this is like perfect. If you're tired of the old school original turn-based RPG games and you want something with a little bit more flair, some really amazing heroes that you can unlock, and gameplay that's different than any other, Watcher of Realms is something that you really can't miss. You gotta give it a try. And again, you know where to get the download link. It's in the description. Where else can you brutally slay your enemies the way that we're doing it right here? We are unstoppable. Again, I want to thank Watcher of Realms for sponsoring today's video and supporting the channel, and remind you that a new experience awaits, and I can't wait for you to dive in.